So how many are done?
Hey.
Okay, good. Yes.
What do you negative x is 20 for 4?
Well, you're not allowed to have negative x. Somebody a long, long time ago decided that. So how do you get rid of that negative from the x?
I don't remember.
Add an x to it.
No, not add.
Subtract.
No, not subtract.
Divide.
Add a 1.
Divide by what?
Y x.
No,
1.
by a negative 1, because a negative divided by a negative is a positive. Okay, now you may not be quite done, but let's go over it because chances are you're stuck and you need a little bit of help. Okay, now the whole idea, what are we passing back and forth, fellas? Okay. All right. So the whole idea of having all of your warm-ups in here is that at some point I may give you a, shall we say, general knowledge quiz, which warm-ups can cover just about anything. So it's general knowledge in a way. And that way you would have something that would help you. Okay. So it puts everything in one place for you. Okay. So your warm-ups always go in there. And also when we do Delta Math, usually probably on Thursdays, then that's what we're going to do. That your Delta Math work will go in there. Now, the other thing, look over here on the right hand or left hand board, I guess, for y'all. We're going to be doing progress testing. You do it 3 times a year. You do a beginning, a middle, and an end of year testing. Okay, so that's going to be on September 14th. Okay, nothing to study for. You go in, you read the problems, you do your best on it. Okay, if you don't do your best, then you're not going to show progress further on in the year. Okay, so you need to really apply yourself to that. Okay, now, so let's look at this. Okay, order of operations. What comes first?
Parentheses.
The parentheses. Well, we can't combine those, can we? Okay, so what's the next thing we need to do with this parentheses? We need to distribute. Yes. Okay, so we've got -6 plus 2 times 4x is 8x. 2 times the -3. And then you bring that -10 down. Is there any other x to go with this 8x?
No.
Okay, so it stays.
8x minus
-6 and -6 is
12.
-12, and a -10 is
22.
-22. Questions? Okay. All right. What is the 5 doing to the x?
It is
Multiply by 5.
Multiply by 5 on both sides.
It is multiplying, or it is dividing, so we need to multiply. Okay, so it cancels here.
It is
So that's x equals 30. Okay, where do we start on this one?
The middle.
The innermost parentheses. Yes, the middle. So what do we get in the middle?
3.
We get 3. What's 3 times 5?
15. Times 0 is 0.
Times 0. Okay, is 0. You're right. So what's our answer?
-17.
-17. Good deal. Okay, now, how do we get rid of this 7? Here's our x.
You got a -7 on both sides.
You have to subtract 7. Those go away. The -x comes down. And 13 minus 7 is?
Oh, 6.
Okay, now, how do we clear this negative? This is really a negative what? Multiplying with x. It's a -1.
You divide it, divide it by -1.
There we go. Okay, negative divided by negative goes positive. A positive divided by negative is negative.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, any questions? All right. So what's the 2 doing with the x?
Divide.
So you got to divide 2 by 2 and then 96 divided by 2.
Okay, that's right. They're multiplying, so we have to divide. That's exactly right. 48 is right. Okay. what do we have to do here?
We gotta add 7.
Here's our x, and we've got -7. So yes, we add 7.
We can get -5 equals
Wait.
x.
On number 4, how did you get x equals -6?
Has a -1 in front of it. Okay, if you want to move up, Chase, you can. Okay,
Isn't the equation 7 minus x equals 13?
it is.
But you're supposed to minus, or add 7 from 13.
Okay, what sign is this 7? Look up at the board. Look up at the board. What sign is this 7? It's positive. So to get rid of it, you have to subtract it. Okay. Now, Chase, do you want to move up front where you can see better? You're more than welcome to, and I'll take care of that whenever Faith gets back. Huh? Okay. All right. Any other questions on this? Okay, so close this. Okay, we'll take care of putting it up once we when it's cleanup time. You'll go put that up. You'll come get your paper towel and alcohol, and then wipe your desk and calculator down. All right, now get your homework out. Okay, get your homework out, and we're going to go over this real quickly. Okay, I think I told you to do the evens, right?
Yeah, but I did all.
That's perfect. That's perfect. And hold on. Okay. Now, so we subtract 3, so P equals 5. Okay. We add 15.
You get n
Equals 6.
Good.
Plus
Okay.
7.
Oh, that one looks kind of familiar.
Equals that.
X equals 20.
I did not.
Okay.
You got plus 6.
Wait,
I got equals
that.
-7.
Wait, oh,
No.
1.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. P equals 1.
I
Yeah,
got
Okay.
I got that one.
7.
Okay, I heard a question. Chase, question?
I got it right. Yeah, I thought I got it wrong. And then I got it right.
Okay, so let's stop the chatter though, please, okay? All right, now, so -16, -7 is right. Okay, yes, ma'am.
On number 8, I got P equals 10. Because we supposed to add it, right?
You're right, you add 6, so this goes away, and then -5 plus 6. Okay, does that make sense? All right, All right.
14.
divide by 14.
B equals -4.
Very good.
Divide by 2.
Wait, 12 is -4.
No.
12 is -4. Yes, sir.
N equals 4.
Good. Okay.
Okay, you gotta multiply 11. 176.
So K equals,
176.
very good.
Oh, can I do the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you do add 17, and then you get x equals -187.
Okay, now if there was a plus in between here, if it said -17, hey, hush. We don't need all this extra conversation. If it said -17 plus x, then what you told me would be exactly right. Okay? Thompson, what's your first name again?
Addison.
Addison, thank you. Okay, but what is this -17 really doing with the x?
You gotta divide.
Okay.
It's multiplying, so yes, we need to divide.
Divide by 17 and you get x equals 12.
There you go. Okay, all right, what do we do here, Juliana?
You divide it.
It is dividing, so you need to, yes. And what did you get?
I have the wrong paper.
You have the wrong paper. All right, do you need,
Order of operations.
okay, well, I tell you what, is it in your bag?
I don't know.
Pull it out and let's look. What, Chase?
I said the answer.
You may.
M equals -52.
40, 52 is right.
Okay.
Okay, you got it? Or you're still looking? I'm sorry.
I'm still mad at this one.
Okay. All right. Zach, can you tell me what to do here?
You minus, you divide 11.
Divide by a negative 11. Take that negative with you. It'll save you some trouble. Okay?
It'll be 13.
13. Okay? Did you find it, Juliana? Okay. What do we do here, Juliana?
26.
I'm on 24, actually.
You multiply by 18.
Correct. Okay, so A equals, yeah, that sounds right. All right, Chase Vircher, what do we do on this one?
Oh, you gotta add 8 on both sides.
Okay,
And then get n equals -2.
very good.
Can I do the next one?
You may, Autumn.
Okay, so you minus 11 on
Uh-huh.
both sides and you get A equals 9.
Very good. And
Can I do the next one?
hold on.
Hey, come.
I'm still, this is how I'm trying to learn your names. Hold on. Alyssa,
Yes.
would you please tell me what to do on the next one?
You minus 18
Good.
and it would equal -10.
Perfect. Okay. At the end of class, Juliana, if you would like, you can take a picture of this or you can go back to Google Classroom and check your answers. Okay. All right. Does anybody have any questions on this? Perfect. Perfect.
Do we get extra credit for doing the?
I did mark yours and Luke's for extra credit because you did more than I asked. Yes.
Oh, I did more than that.
Now, that goes in the homework section of your notebook. Okay, in your notebook, you're going to have 2 sections, maybe 3. One section will be notes and the other section will be homework.
Oh, so we're only gonna have 2 sections.
Yeah, you are. Okay, and eventually I'll get around to handing out the formula charts again. Yes,
Is
ma'am.
it okay if I do not have what it called?
A real divider? Yeah, that's fine. You just need to make a tab so that I can find it when I grade the notebooks by the end of the 6 weeks.
Do you want homework in one?
Oh, I
Yeah, put your homework in one and then your notes in another.
Does it matter which dividers?
Okay, so today we're going to take these 1-step equations just a little bit further, and we're going to start 2-step equations. Now, you probably covered it last year, but we're going to go over it just to be sure.
Do we need a journal?
No, paper. The journal is only going to be for your warm-ups and for your Delta math work. You're more than welcome to have a seat. Oh, okay. You're
I'm
not
not
gonna
asking
do whatever you have to do. Because that's- this is- Yeah. I mean, for the whole period.
Okay, so
But we may be short because we still have an aid on our employment.
What a left arm.
well, it says in the 4th period I'm supposed to go to English 2, but that's at 10, not till 10:30.
Yeah, this is Thursday.
Okay, so no.
Okay. All right. All right. So 2-step equations.
That seven.
Yeah, give me 2 steps.
There's glasses video on it?
Of what?
Okay. I told you last week, but I'll tell you again because last week feels like it was like a million years ago. I strongly recommend that you date your notes so that should you drop your binder and everything goes everywhere, you can put it back in order. Okay. So with 2-step equations, obviously we're going to have 2 steps. Okay. So the first thing you do, well, let's just look at an example. Okay. So the first thing you do, circle whatever has your variable with it. The reason we do that is so that you need paper.
No, I was putting up. I was making a little thing for homework.
Okay. All right. Now I can see clearly, okay, this is all on that side of the equation. What do I need to get rid of that's being added or subtracted to that variable?
2.
The 2. How do we get rid of it?
We subtract.
Okay, so minus 2 on both sides. Okay, so 6 minus 2 is,
4.
and that equals A over 4. Well, now we're back to a one-step equation. What do we do?
Oh, you gotta multiply.
Perfect. We have to multiply by on both sides. Those cancel. So A is 16. So it's not a very big stretch.
No.
Okay. All right, let's look at this one. 9x minus 7 equals -7. Okay. Same thing. Circle your variable. That way you can look at that side of the equation. What do we need to get rid of?
7. So could you do +7 on both sides?
Correct.
And
Okay, so this goes away, and it just so happens that the right side went away also. Well, what's anything? 0 divided by anything? 0. Okay, we divided by 9.
Okay, I thought you said obviously.
Okay, we had to add 7 because this was a -7. And what we do to one side, you always have to do to the other side.
I
Okay.
thought that you said positive 7
It's entirely possible. I do that sometimes, not intentionally. Okay, so let's do this one. This one's a little bit different.
Is that an X or a V?
Say V is in Victor. Now, this one is a little bit different.
would you divide?
Okay, well, that's just it. Here's our variable, but we're kind of doing reverse order of operations, right? Because we're undoing everything. So multiplying and dividing comes before adding and subtracting. Okay, so because this line goes under the entire thing here,
Would
we
you do
have to
9
get-
divided- Would you do 9 divided by 3?
well, this is being divided by 3. What's the opposite of that? We need to multiply by 3. And if it makes you feel better, you could have put this over 1 and thought about it as a proportion. Okay, either way. But we've got to multiply by 3 on both sides. So we have V plus 9 equals 24. All right, well, here's our variable. What do we have to do?
-9.
There you go.
Okay.
So 14 minus 9 is 5. What, 15? Okay. Let's see here. We did something like that. We did something like that. Let's do this one. And then I'm going to give you some for you to try on your own before I give you your worksheet.
What's happening?
Okay, remember if you have to tap your leg or something that's quiet, okay? Okay, so -10 equals 10 times, parentheses, k minus 9.
Okay, I know the. Okay, I know what to do.
All right, what's the first thing to do?
Distribute.
Distribute. Negative 10 equals, okay, somebody help me with the distribution. Go ahead, Chase.
Negative 10 equals 10K minus 90.
Good. All right. Now, so we've done that. Here's my variable. Somebody else tell me what to do next. Chase Vircher.
No.
Come on, you can do
I
it.
know what to do.
All right, Autumn.
You gotta add 90.
You gotta add 90.
I was
Good
about to
deal.
say it.
Well, why wouldn't you? We don't care if you make a mistake in here.
Yeah.
You two know I make mistakes. You just fix it and move on. That's all.
And then you get
Okay.
80.
10K equals positive 80. Now, somebody
Then
different.
you got
I'm trying to give everybody a chance. That's awesome. Kalel, I haven't talked to you yet. I'll get you, Jeremiah.
You do 80 divided by 2.
80 divided by 10.
Oh, yeah.
So we end up with 8.
Yep.
Okay. All right, let's do one more of this because these tend to trip y'all up a little bit more. Let's do
Is that a 5 or 15?
this is a 5.
Need better glasses.
I need better glasses.
Ooh.
N plus 5 over negative 16 equals negative 1.
Okay. I know to do this.
Okay?
This is just
What do you want to do, ma'am?
Okay, we want to times negative 16 on both sides.
Good.
I'll do the next one.
Okay, so that cancels. So I've got N plus 5 equals what, Chase? What does it equal?
Oh no, I'll do the next one.
Oh, okay. All right. So negative times a negative is a positive 16. All right, Jeremiah, what's the next step? Correct. So N equals,
John's at
11.
there we go. Any questions? So it's really not too bad.
No, it's just
Okay, now, so I want to give you a couple of problems to try on your own.
Okay. What?
That's all right.
All right, so
Don't say this one. Can I close my binder? No? Okay.
I'll fix this.
Oh, boy.
Fix a leg root.
So is that V or 4?
this is a V over 4.
Gotcha. It's a minute.
Okay, so I want you to do those two on your own and we'll go over them.
Is that a 4 under the
No, it's 59.
This is a 4, yes, sir.
Okay.
Miss Cooper.
Yes, ma'am.
Yep.
Are you excited?
This one.
that one.
Yes, yes, that's exactly it.
Oh, you're doing the other one. I thought you were doing I did the top one first.
Come on, let me show
Okay, so now
Jesse, do you have a glass?
Yes.
How would I buy 3?
X by itself, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I got that.
We need one more.
I'm getting
We let it down there. What do we got now?
this one. You have a question?
Oh, no.
Let's just go.
Yeah, I did this one.
It's something like this.
Okay, how we coming?
I don't know if I got over one, but I think I did.
That's okay, we're gonna go over it. Is everybody done with one and two?
Yep.
Not yet. Okay, then let's not talk.
Can I do number two?
Hmm, Yep.
Right now?
no, not quite yet. Okay, is everybody done, or is anybody stuck?
Almost.
I think I saw an acknowledgement to being stuck. Okay, no, all right, all right.
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, so here's our variable. What do we have to get rid of?
So first,
Two.
yeah, y'all got that.
We have to get rid of this 2. How do we do that?
Subtract.
Subtract.
4 equals b divided by not 4. And then you get, what do you get?
You get
I'm gonna judge.
negative 16 equals b.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're saying multiply by 4, and that's correct. Those cancel.
It's negative 16.
Correct.
You said 16.
Okay, Chase Vircher, you said you wanted to do the next one.
All right, so it'll be 3x minus 15 equals negative 30. And then you plus 15 on each side. And then it'll be 3x equals negative 30. Wait.
3x equals
Yeah,
what?
Negative 15.
There you go.
And then divided by, drop the x. And then you gotta drop the x.
Wait, I just realized.
Wait.
What are we dividing by?
Positive 3.
We're dividing by positive 3, and so yes, x is there.
And then it's negative 5.
That's it.
No.
Any questions?
Tell me how I did. Repeat that by myself and got it right.
Good deal. Good deal. It's amazing what happens when you pay attention, right? All right. Now, so your homework. Okay, you've got the worksheet. I want you to do the evens.
Even Steven?
How do the odds?
If you do more than just the evens, yes, I will give you a little bit of extra credit.
We did even last time.
Okay?
Yeah.
You never know what I'm going to ask. Well, I used a lot of the odds for the examples, so
I'll do all the odds things.
So if I do the odds still,
I will give you a little bit of extra credit. Now, we just did 2, 4, 6. We just did 6, so basically
do all the ones. That's
do the ones that we didn't do in the example. Okay? Okay, so we get out at 10:28,
What time is it now?
and it's 10:08. You have exactly 10. Well, you got 5 minutes, so you should be able to get 3 or 4, maybe a few more done.
I've already got the first one done.
Okay, good. Keep moving.
I just realized that that number 4 may be a 0.
Might be. No, it's not. It's not.
I mean, not 15. Whatever this is.
I haven't heard of this.
You were talking about.
Okay, I found out the answer for number 4.
Okay.
It's not a 0.
It is not a zero. You are right.
0 in it. That 0 just, it's not supposed to be that.
Did y'all do negative 24 from 2?
What?
I got negative 24.
Why would you, what?
For 4?
2.
Did you do
For
6
2.
times, negative 6 times 4?
Yes.
It's supposed to be,
Negative 6 times 4, and it just gave me negative 24.
you're supposed to.
Okay,
you're
you
supposed to
forgot
add
to do something first. You gotta move that negative 6 over before
You're
you
supposed to
multiply by
add
4.
6 to 5, negative 5.
And then multiply whatever I get by that.
Correct.
So it's basically
Correct.
1.
If you have a question, raise your hand and I'll come help you.
What? Then I got 36.
Hold
Oh,
on.
wait. Negative 6 plus 5. Negative 5.
Correct.
Don't
It's-
even say a word.
No, wait a minute. Think, slow down.
A negative 11.
No, slow down. It's a negative 6 over on the other side, right? So to,
Add it to negative 5.
you have to add it, but it's not a negative anymore. Remember, if it's negative, you add to both sides. If it's positive, you subtract from both sides. You see what I'm saying? Okay.
Oh, no way. I got 1.
Hang on.
It's one of the.
X over 4 equals 1 is correct.
Not necessarily.
Now finish it.
I've gotten 3 done.
Okay, keep going, Chase. What are you confused about, Chase Virtue? Bring it here if you need to.
Here.
And just FYI, over here by the calculator pockets, I have a electric pencil sharpener for you.
Chase, that doesn't.
You don't need one, do you?
Well, was that you, Chase?
Okay, leave him alone. He didn't say anything.
I can still sharpen it.
No.
Miss Cooper,
Yes, ma'am.
on number 4, is answer 20.
Number 4,
Yes.
almost. When you move that 4 over to the other side,
0 minus 4.
is
4.
not positive 4,
Wait, what? I
it's
did
negative 4. Therefore, your answer becomes
So it would be negative 20.
correct. Good job.
I thought it was 4 minus 0.
Yeah.
No, the zero's already there and you're subtracting from that.
That's what I did wrong.
Okay?
One.
You good, Addison?
Oh, it's her.
Okay.
I don't even know how that happened.
If you need to go on and go, you can. That's fine. Thank you.
I'm already tired.
Keep going. Don't stop.
Times.
Oh,
Get as much done as you can here.
How they ever miss way up left?
Number 8, do you distribute?
Number 8. Yes, you need to distribute. Probably not a lot before it's cleanup time. Okay, remember when my alarm goes off for cleanup? Take your composition books, put them over there. Okay, keep all the colors separated. Okay, put your composition books over there. Then you'll come over here. You'll get your paper towel, squirt it with alcohol, and we will clean our desks and calculators.
Okay, Miss Cooper, last one.
Uh-huh.
Is 4 the answer for number 8?
Number 8. 2n 10 negative 12 divided by 2. I think it's negative 6. Okay, 2n plus 10, negative 2. Okay, negative 2 minus 10.
Oh.
That's the only thing. Your process is good, but you got to be careful there. Okay?
So is number
So
8?
it's just 2 minus, I mean,
Negative 2 minus 10.
Is number 8 negative 6? X equals negative 6?
Yes. Yes. Okay, so put your composition books over there. Okay, stack them on the very corner so that y'all's class is separate from the other one. Okay, the very corner down by the cards. Negative 6 is right.
No.
I'm gonna keep this. Wait, where's my chip bag at? I'm about to panic. Where's my chip bag?
He's making sure he does not lose his chips.
Yeah, that kid loved him talkies. Yeah. Is that what you're talking about, Jason? Talkies?
Well, no, I have a different bag of chips. But all
I also get to wash my hands, so that's nice.
Mhm.
If I had lost my Takis, I would really go.
Hey, you can't say that was perfect. That hit dead in the middle. That was perfect.
If I didn't have Takis and I lost them, I'm like,
There you go. I tried.
I would be mad all day.
Why was also
If I lost my Takis.
Hold it a little closer and then it'll get on your.
I bet you my dad beats
That's
us.
every 2 bags of cereal. All right. Okay, back in the room.
Yes.
Did I see a paper towel being thrown up out there? Did you put it in the trash? Okay, good deal. Okay, once you've cleaned your desk and thrown it out, there's a trash can either there or there. Okay, have a seat for me. You can get your phones now, yes. That's for me, Chase.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I covered my entire desk and still.
Oh, darn it.
Hey, Chase, you give me something?
Hey, give me that back.
Please,
Bring me something.
Okay, no.